I guess I said the phrase, runs have been good, and now the game hates me. That is my own fault. Yeah. Took skill to do what I did, it's true. To do it twice, it definitely took skill. Valorant bad? I'm sorry, Valorant bad. I agree with that opinion, though. Need to knock on some morning wood. Alright, let me pull up a picture of some boobs and get a hard on. And use that as a focus mechanism. Boobs? Hey, Ian. Ian, are you privy to the boobs method? It's where you use boobs on a side monitor to distract yourself so that you can focus on your speed run because your attention's diverted and you just go, heh, boobs. Yeah, it's a meta strat for anybody who likes boobs. How you been, dude? It's really funny. So, Joish and I were talking about... It's been a while since either of us had talked to you. Like, at the beginning of this last week. And then you DM'd me on Tuesday. And then now you're around. It's crazy how those things happen. Hope life's been treating you well, though, dude. You been away? Nice. Summoned. Exactly. Yeah, I've been good. Moved into a new place at the beginning of summer, so I'm able to stream again. It's dope. My job is my job. It works me a lot, but it's really good for my resume, so can't really complain about that much. And this game's, like, super fun to run. Like, it has kind of a shitty intro, like how, before MSS Wind Waker would have. Uh-huh. Okay. There's like a... What? What? I just don't want to reset right now. Why did he not die? Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, this game's fun to run. It's got, like, a similar time length to Outset, but it's a lot more fun. Instead of just walking from cutscene to cutscene. Yeah, Outset, everyone's favorite. Offset, Delta. Ulysses. Hotel. Oh, hell yeah. Get me some waffle fries. Wait, is it In-N-Out that has good waffle fries? We don't really have In-N-Out in Seattle. So I've only been there like a few times. Man, this is such a good beginning. It might be them. In-N-Out's a West Coast thing? Seattle's on the West. Do I have an In-N-Out? Hold on. There's only one in Washington State, apparently. And it is not near me. Midwest is missing out on so many chains. True. California, Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico, Texas. Really? Okay. So it's not West Coast, then. It's California. And then, like, the Southwest into the South. Yeah, no, I looked up In-N-Out, and I got Katsu Burger. Which, I think is only in Seattle. There's like 4 Katsu Burgers in Seattle or something. I think it's just a Seattle chain, though. Katsu Burger slaps? Hell yeah, it does. That one's just for people who've lived in this area. Which I think is just Phantom and myself. I kind of want to reset this run. I'm slightly distracted, I feel like. Yeah, no, so it is a chain, Mon, but it's a chain that, like, all of the locations are within Seattle. Not like the Seattle area. I think they are all in Seattle. Maybe there's one like Bellevue or something. Walk 2 miles up Cap Hill. So there's one at Cap Hill. There's one in, like, Soto. I think there's one at Pike's Place. Georgetown? Oh, is it not Soto? It's Georgetown? Or is there also one in Soto? There might also be one in Soto. Okay. That might be the 4th, is the one in Georgetown, then. There a Puget Sound area-specific Mexican place? You might be thinking of Taco Time, which is a yes and no thing. Taco Time is in other places, but it's a franchised location. It's not really Mexican, but it's good. Yeah. But, like, the franchisee Taco Time Northwest is, like, allowed to have their own menu and shit like that for some reason. So it's really fucking good in the Pacific Northwest. Go anywhere else and it sucks. They have really good, like, quality control and stuff, and are allowed to have their own menus and stuff. It's changed something that people try if they're visiting Seattle. Seattle's also just like a foodie town. I don't think you're going to go to these fast food places if you're visiting Seattle. Maybe if you're, like, visiting a friend who's from here and they're like, I don't want to go out that all the time. Like, I would absolutely take somebody to a Taco Time. Yeah, so they started selling the crisp burritos as, like, in a baggie to go, like, microwave-safe baggie to go and heat up later, which is kind of a smart marketing thing. I saw that the last time I was at one. I didn't get it, because I don't really... It's not even what I normally get, but... I normally get just their classic burrito. The thing that's, like, the size of your head. And it like barely stays together with the tortilla they give it. Katsu Burger is kind of a unique idea. Katsu Burger's... I don't know of anywhere else that's like Katsu Burger. But it's good. But, like, if I had somebody who was visiting and I went out with them for, like, food, I wouldn't go to Katsu Burger or Taco Time or anything. I would go to, like, a ramen place on Cap Hill or something. Go to Katsu Burger, get a Mount Fuji. Okay, well, I definitely pass by one, like, going to and from work, and it's a reasonable drive. So, like, from work to get it. So I could just do that for lunch one day this next week. I don't know what a Mount Fuji is, though. Yeah, there's a couple of good ramen places on Cap Hill. There's just a lot of good food on Cap Hill. Also, Cap Hill is very safe these days. And very gay, but that's its own thing. Jinya and Kizuki. Oink. I don't think I know any of those. Because we went to... I'm forgetting the name of the place. Hold on. Oh, yeah, we went to Donbo. That's where we went. Oink's on Cap Hill. Okay. The last time that Variety and Rek and I went out, we went to Donbo. Jinya's at Crossroads? Let me look up Jinya. Yep, it's still there. There was also a place at University Square that Variety and I went to. We went there, like, shortly after GDQ. I don't remember what that place was called. I think it was Hokkaido. Or, sorry, University Village. Yeah, Hokkaido. The takeaway from this is, if people come to Seattle, there's a lot of food. There's a lot of ramen, but there's a lot of food. Especially if you go to, like, the International District, there's a lot of good food. And if we're talking about, as you were talking about Crossroads, if we include, like, the Seattle area, there's a fuck ton of good eating in Tacoma, too. It's just, most people who are in Seattle, not Tacoma. Same airport, though. Like, I know a lot of good tap rooms in Tacoma. But I also know them because, well, my family's from the south side. So, we're a lot closer to Tacoma. I'm not there anymore. So I end up driving a decent bit to, like, go to see family and stuff. But that was impressive that I got the other bed with that. Seattle was the first place you had proper ramen. There is a lot of good ramen here. There is, like, as was alluded to earlier, there is nothing that would be considered, like, actual Mexican food here. Thank you for the luck, Zelda. Marination, I have not. I actually don't know what that is. I'll look it up, though. Oh, it's a Hawaiian place. There's a good Hawaiian place in Georgetown that I know of. I don't remember what they're called. Oh, nice. I would like to avoid working downtown if possible, personally. Like, it wouldn't be the worst thing, but it definitely, I don't know, like, parking stuff. I would probably, like, take the light rail in, and that would add a lot of time to a commute. Remote work's goated. My job's only half remote, and a lot of the stuff that I'm, like, qualified for is hardware stuff. Worked on 4th and Pike? Jesus. I'm sorry. So, like, I do spend a lot of my time working here, but also at the same time, there's not a lot that I can get away with being full remote. It would have to be, like, a design job where I'm not expected to make prototypes for some reason. I don't know actually why that would be the case. Yeah, you do network stuff, right, Mom? I mean, if I were to go into downtown, like, if I were to work at 4th and Pike, it would take me less than 40 minutes to get there, for sure. But I don't want to. Mainly, like, parking just seems like shit. I know that I would have to pay for, like, one of those yearly parking passes for, like, a parking garage or something. And I don't know if that would be better or worse than, like, taking the light rail and parking at the light rail station. Okay, Asian fusion marination. Okay. Interesting. Parking pass or an Orca card. That makes sense. When my dad was working at Microsoft, they gave him an Orca card. And that was obviously Redmond. And my dad never used it because he biked there. Because he's fucking insane. My dad's actual reason for biking there was it's a 2-hour drive with traffic, or it's a 2-hour bike ride, so I'll ride my bike. So he gave the Orca card to us kids for use. Welcome back, Katie. Sorry that you had family issues come up. You don't need to feel sorry. I hope that you're okay. I hope everything is okay. Oh, he absolutely would, is the thing. Would and did. What's an Orca card? It's like a public transport card in Seattle. We're talking about Seattle. It's basically just like a thing that you scan when you get on the bus or whatever, and you don't have to pay for it because it's already paid for. Yeah, you mean 8 to 5 with 1 hour off in the middle of the day that a lot of people work through, and you're asked why you aren't being productive like they are. My job's a 7 to 5. I'm sorry to hear that, Katie. That's no bueno. Yeah, I'm not gonna rant like a whole lot about working conditions. Like, all in all, my job is better than a lot of other jobs in some respects. Kind of like a Metro card, I guess. I don't know what a Metro card is. Like, I'm very grateful for what my job is. It's something that gives me a lot of, like, experience to put on a resume and all of that stuff. Train card, light rail card. Yeah, so it's like, it's that, but it works for trains, it works for any public transport. It's a public transport card, is what it is. My job obviously doesn't give me one, but Phantom was talking about how their jobs used to give them one. High-speed rails between major cities. So, I know that you probably don't mean this, but in the Seattle area, obviously Tacoma is the next nearest major city. And that is what they're working on with the light rails. Like, light rail currently it's going to end up connecting Everett to Tacoma at the end of the day. And also Redmond, I guess, because Redmond is like, you have to take a stop and get back on, but you can get there. Talking like Cleveland to Chicago. Yeah, that's what I thought you were talking about. Or like Seattle to Portland or something. Yeah, that just sounds like a hell of a project, and I think it would be good at the end of the day, of course, but goddamn does that sound like a big project. 4 years, it would be a high-speed rail from Vegas to LA. Really? Is that one of Musk's inventions? I mean, that runs a bunch of rail in Florida. Really? Huh. Well, I mean, it's good in theory. Isn't Vegas a hell of a lot cheaper than LA, though? I feel like that's gonna like drive up the cost depending on the time it takes to get to LA from Vegas. Like, I feel like that would be really bad for cost of living. Damn it. Be like 2 hours by train. Some people might make that commute. That's a bad commute, but like some people might still make that. Oh, I just thought you were talking about Comic-Con because of, LA. I've never been to LA. I've actually only been in California, like, seeing the redwoods. Never been to LA, never been to San Francisco, or San Diego. You either... Okay, but you live in Alabama, I live in Seattle. With connections to SD in it. Ah, cool. Like, it is a little bit different for me. Yeah, I've never been to Chattanooga. Of course I haven't. I've also never been to, like, Indianapolis. Why would I have been to Indianapolis? It's a lot more reasonable for me to have been to LA for something. My brothers have both been to San Diego. Whoa! Yeah, I'm not surprised that failed. Uppies! That is San Fran that you're thinking of. That's close to gold. That's very close to gold. Cars delivered on Monday. At least they finally got it in and worked on. It took a really fucking long time. Let's see, I can realistically do runs for another, like, hour-ish. But I need to eat before I go out tonight. So that's really the only thing that I'm doing is, like, eat, and I have plans at 8. That's the main reason stream is early, is because I start stream at 7 p.m. I have plans tonight at 8. Sorry. The beef in Vancouver tasted funny. Were you in Vancouver, Washington, or Vancouver, Canada? I've also never been to Vancouver, Canada. which might be the weirder one. Been to Bellingham, but Vancouver's just too far. I've been to Bellingham. I've been to the shore near Bellingham before. There's like a rocky shore there. I have pictures of me when I was like 6 going there. But the furthest north that I normally go is like Everett at the farthest. Like, I have a friend, she's in Redmond. So I'll go to Redmond a fair bit. Actually, we're trying to schedule things to go and hang out with her and her husband. God, I love how easy this trick has gotten. Okay, Katie, maybe do the rest of the cleaning tomorrow. Red Hook Brewery in Redmond? I haven't been to the Red Hook Brewery in Redmond. I didn't know there was one. There's a Burger Barn place, like style place, that we go to usually that has burgers and like vodka milkshakes. It's really good. It's on basically the main drag in Redmond. Oh, is it in Woodinville? Yeah, that's probably why. I have gone to Woodinville a couple of times. They need to make sure you're following the lease agreement. I have never had anybody do that. What? Oh, closed? Damn. Black Ravens in Redmond? I feel like I know that name. I may have been there. Black Raven sounds familiar. Busted for a meth lab recently, so they're checking all the properties to make sure there's nothing suspicious going on. Ah! How interesting. Yeah, please hide the meth. Why is this the run that's really good? This is the run that had the really shitty intro. Like, the first 3 minutes made me want to reset. Whatever. You smoked it? Nice. And Link was, like, up there? That's actually pretty nice. Sorry, Katie, I'm in, like, focus mode right now until this run dies. Yes. Alright. Hardest trick. Done. Okay. Time for shitfuck room. Okay. Okay. That might be gold. Alright, sweet. Let's not do anything stupid, because the rest of this is free. And then null. But Katie, you are an amazing person, and I know that you'll do well with your cleaning, and you are awesome and loved and wanted, and we appreciate you here. Thank you for being such a cool person. Alright, now I have to go back to focusing. Alright, everybody pray to whatever fucking deity you believe in, or don't believe in, or whatever for null. This can absolutely be a 43. Ignachad. Pray to Ignachad, everybody. Interesting. I don't know why that was so weird, but whatever. Get over here. Okay. That was almost bad. Alright. That was a good phase 1. That was a really good phase 1. Grab and move around. Do you mean reverse bind? Like the one where you follow the thing instead of it following you? Because if that's what you mean, then it does get use in, like, all dungeons, for example. That and just grabbing in general. Bind is so used. So bind is... when you grab a thing, there's bind, and then there's reverse bind. Bind is, you grab the thing and, like, drag it around with you. That's me holding Link there during that fight. That is bind. Reverse bind is the reverse. Instead of it following you, you follow it. It gets some use, but a lot less than bind. Bind gets a fuck ton of use. Like, I'm using it right now. Okay, good. Welcome back, Sam. Well, you came back to a good run. With an intro that I hate, but... a good run. So we're hoping that Null is nice. Keep praying to whatever fucking deity or whatever, because... we're not out of it yet, we're actually almost at the hardest part. Arguably, this is the hardest part. Alright, Darknut phase down. Fuck yeah, okay. That is really good. That is really good that Darknut phase went well. Okay. Alright, got the double. Nice. Alright, Lizalfos phase time. You there, you there. Alright, that was a perfectly fine Lizalfos phase, okay? And that was fine, too. This is this. Dodge that, grab you. Alright, if I get the double, it's GG. Do it, Link. Yes. Okay. Fuck yeah, that's 43. That's 43. Alright. Fuck yeah. We did it! Woo! Let's fucking go! Oh, hell yeah! This run had a horrible first Ganon. I almost reset that. 237 Ganon loses 5 seconds to basically the only bit of gameplay you do. I was on, my finger was on the reset button. I was that close. I was like, but I'd already reset twice in that. Oh, let's fucking go. Yo, hell yeah, 43. 43-39 too. Hell yeah. That is also record, by the way. Record was a 44-23. So that's record by... what is that? 44 seconds? Wins 42? Y'all have been bullying me into saying 42 by GDQ. So we'll say 42 by GDQ. If I improve... so... Southern was a 30.04. I can probably improve that by like 20 seconds. I actually don't know. I can definitely get a 42 sum of best, but that's going to be really hard. Put up 42 at GDQ? That would be insane. It would be absolutely insane. Oh, that is a damn solid run. Hell fucking yeah. Alright. I'm not upset with that at all. Oh, hell yeah. Alright, let's advance the fucking text. Today's a good day. Today's a good day. Hell yeah. Alright, I'm gonna end the local recording now.